this video, we'll be breaking down the potential for severe weather in your area. Also, we'll be looking at the tropics to see if anything is forming in the Atlantic, Gulf, and Pacific. Also, we'll be looking at the temperature forecast and the precipitation forecast for the next 6 to 10 days. And lastly, I'll be breaking down the near-term forecast. All that coming up in this video. Hi y'all, welcome back to Williams Weather. I'm sure y'all have already heard about the catastrophic flooding in eastern Kentucky, and there's ways to help. One way to help is Ryan Hall, y'all, YouTube weather guy. He has a website called shop.ryanhall.com. Anything on the website within the next 24 hours of this video will go towards the flooding victims of eastern Kentucky. He'll go buy water, any supplies needed, which is pretty much everything. Now, Vince Waelti and Brandon Copic, both of them have ways that you can help as well. They're going to bring supplies down to eastern Kentucky tomorrow, along with Ryan, which he'll bring a 12-foot trailer full of supplies that are well needed. With Vince and Brandon, the ways you can help them is via super chat. If you watch their live stream, give them a super chat. Brandon will give you a move, Vince won't, but Vince greatly appreciates it as well. They both actually appreciate it. But anyways, Brandon, the way you can help him, give him money, is Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and also the super chat as well. And with Vince, give him a super chat. I don't know if he has a PayPal, Venmo, or any of that, but he does have a super chat, and he does have a store called seethestorm.com. When you buy anything on that website, it goes to him, goes towards the flooding victims. And I'd like to give all these guys a huge shout out. They're heroes. They won't tell you they're heroes because they're humble, and they're great guys. But a huge shout out to them. They were in the right place at the right time. In the description below to where y'all can donate. And it's greatly appreciated. Kentucky strong. Back to the video. Looks like there has been a slight risk issued by the Storm Prediction Center for tomorrow, Sunday, July 31st. Already the end of July. Crazy. But anyways, looks like there's a slight risk issued for southeast parts of Minnesota and far northwestern Wisconsin, with a marginal risk issued for northwest and southern Minnesota, northwest Wisconsin, northwest Iowa, and east central Nebraska, including a little sliver of southeast South Dakota, and including North Carolina. Now, let's look at your risks for tomorrow. It's like a 2% chance for a tornado in Minnesota and Wisconsin in the slight risk area. Now, your damaging wind threats, 15% chance in the St. Paul area in Minnesota and far northwestern Wisconsin, with a 5% chance issued for the marginal risk area in northern, western, and southern Minnesota, northwest Wisconsin, northwest Iowa, and east central Nebraska, including the marginal risk area in North Carolina. Now, your hail threat, same thing, 15% chance in the slight risk area, and a 5% chance in the marginal again in Nebraska, Iowa, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. Now, your day 3 outlook looks like a marginal risk again issued for southeast Michigan, northwest Ohio. Much of Indiana is affected by that. Central Illinois is affected. Northern Missouri, southeast Nebraska, and northeast Kansas. Now let's look at your day 4 to 8 outlook. Looks like not much in the way of severe weather occurring, so that's good. So now let's go break down your weather models. 8 o'clock in the morning. Looks like not much happening for severe weather. Lots of rain down here in Kentucky again. It's terrible. I hope y'all donate to Ryan, Vince, and Brandon. It's greatly appreciated. It goes to a good cause. About 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Not much happening again. 10 o'clock. Some storms firing over here in North and South Dakota. And that can generate some really nasty storms later on in the day, as there will be some warm temperatures and dew points, which we will break down later on. Now we can pull it on over to 11 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock central. Storms entering the St. Cloud area, almost entering the St. Cloud area. Around Around noon, storms entering St. Cloud. That's just rain showers. Around 2 o'clock, around 1 o'clock central, storms entering St. Paul. Sioux Falls getting dumped on down here, up here in Grand Forks. Now 3 o'clock, still some light rain. Storms entering the marginal risk area. Some heavy storms down here near O'Neill. Not Shaquille O'Neal, but who knows, he could live down there. But anyways, 4 o'clock. Some more clusters of storms. Some heavy rain down here west of Sioux City, south of Sioux Falls. Could be getting lots of rain from that. Some hail, some damaging winds could come with that. Now as we pull it forward to 5, north of Sioux City, there could be some hail cores. Not expecting Donkey Kong size hail, but still, be prepared for hail and winds, as that's the main threats for tomorrow. Now your tornado risk is just in the slight risk area, so please be on the lookout for that. If your warning is issued for your location, then please take shelter. Please know where to go when one is issued, because it could save your life. Now 28, around 8 o'clock, or 6 o'clock rather, 5 o'clock central. Looks like some storms in St. Cloud, Sioux City, east of Sioux City. Looks like some heavy rain northwest of the western Grand Island. Some heavy rain over there. As we pull it forward to 6 o'clock central, that's when the storms start really firing up. I'm thinking around 6 to 9 in central time. Looks like that's really when it's going to be at its worst in the slight risk area. Now, there's some individual storms here, clusters, that could spawn a tornado, but mainly it's a hail and wind threat with a small tornado chance. As we pull forward to 8 o'clock, storms really getting organized and together. Northeast of St. Paul, getting heavy rain. West of Duluth, and north of that, getting lots of rain. Now we pull it to 9 o'clock. Storms starting to exit the slight risk area. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be calm the rest of the night. Now we push on over to the day 3 outlook. Or no, we go look at the time frame for North Carolina. I'm not going to leave y'all out. I don't want to leave y'all out. Starting off at 7 o'clock in the morning. Now this will be in Eastern time. It's pretty quiet. Some rain showers near Charlotte. 9 o'clock, still quiet. Now your only threat tomorrow for North Carolina is going to be just a wind threat. So no tornadoes, no hail. Just winds. All you got to worry about. But still be on high alert in case a tornado warning is issued. You never know. Some heavy rain right around 9 o'clock. So it looks like these are going to be some nighttime storms. Knocking on your back door as you're sleeping. So we're going to break down the day 3 time frame. And that spans from over here in Nebraska and Kansas on up into Michigan. Now we're starting off at 1 o'clock on Monday. What's that? 35. 2 o'clock in the morning. Not much in the way of storms happening, just little light rain showers. 27. We'll start off at 5 o'clock in the morning. Like some rain showers still. Eastern Kentucky getting more rain. Tennessee getting rain. Little Rock getting rain. 8 o'clock in the morning. So we zoom in here. Looks like some heavy rain. Possibly some thunder boomers. Northeast of Quincy, north of Quincy. Now, I think your main threats tomorrow, or not tomorrow, I think your main threats Monday are going to be a damaging wind and hail threat again. I don't think you're going to get much of a tornado risk from this. But I will have updates on the Williams Weather Facebook page, so be on the lookout for that. As anything changes, I'll be there to update y'all. This is right around noon. Still not much happening. 1 o'clock, still not much. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, still clusters of storms. 5 o'clock. Looks like 6 o'clock is really gonna get firing up. Storms west of Indiana, east of Illinois, central Illinois. Looks like some storms that are going to be training, so there could be some flash flood watches over here in Illinois, Indiana, and in Missouri again. Now, they did get some flooding down in St. Louis as well. I forgot to mention that. Catastrophic flooding in St. Louis. So, lots of flooding going on here lately, so be aware of flooding waters. Turn around, don't drown. Now, anyways, 7 o'clock, some more training storms. Around 8 o'clock, entering southern Indiana. Around 8 o'clock, so right around 5 to 10 in Eastern time. Looks like the worst of it's going to hit. 25. And it looks like it's heading towards Eastern Kentucky again. Alright, let's take a look at the Drought Monitor to determine who's under a drought and who is not. I don't know when this was updated, but it says Indiana's still on a drought. Looks like much of the country is still under a drought. Far western states, there's monsoon season out here, which I will break down later in this video. Who will get the most rain and where. And looks like there's an exceptional drought in Vegas area, which they got an inch of rain over there, which that really was a lot for them. Extreme drought still over there. Looks like the eastern part of the United States and the Ohio Valley looks like y'all have gotten a little bit of relief from the drought. So let's move on over to the excessive rainfall outlook. Starting off with your day 1 outlook. Looks like the Four Corners region, you're all under a slight risk for excessive rainfall. Down here in Mississippi, northern Mississippi, and southern Arkansas, looks like y'all are under a slight risk for excessive rainfall as well. Now, looks like that's going to help out with the drought conditions. Now, your day 2, excessive rainfall outlook over here in eastern Kentucky, that's terrible again. In the same area that got hit hard. In Tennessee, it's another slight risk for y'all. Northeast Arkansas, southeast Missouri, Virginia, northern North Carolina, and the Four Corners. Monsoon season still going on over there. Your day 3, looks like eastern Kentucky again, slight risk. Eastern Tennessee, looks like you got some marginal risk in the Ohio Valley and the Mid-South, including the Four Corners. Now let's take a look at your tropics. See if anything is forming in the Pacific. Now it looks like we had Hurricane Frank and Tropical Storm Georgette form out here in the Eastern Pacific. Not going to affect anybody, but will provide some well-needed rain for California and some of the western states, southwestern states. Now we'll go to the National Hurricane Center to see if there's anything in the Atlantic. Hurricane Center says that there's no tropical storm development or any activity going on within our 48 hours. Eastern Pacific, we already know. We got 2 hurricanes out there, Frank and Georgette. Central Pacific, old Georgette out there, spinning around, bringing rain to everybody in the southwest. As we look at the temperatures, in 28 degrees Celsius water, that's right around 85 degrees bath water. Now let's look at if there's anything out here in the Atlantic that could in the Atlantic, see if anything's out there. Let's put this into motion here. There is some stuff that's developing. If it wasn't for the Saharan dust and the wind shear, then we could have some nasty hurricanes out there. But the only thing preventing that is, like I said, wind shear and Saharan dust. Let's go look at the models for down here, see if we could have anything that could form in the future. The Western Atlantic, let's go with that. High pressure there. Looks like nothing much. It looks like there's something on August 8th. Could come Florida's way. But this is way out in advance, so we shall see. If wind shear and the dust go away, and we get anything forming in the Atlantic, there could be a pretty nasty hurricane. Now let's take a look at the Climate Prediction Center to see whether we will see a cool off, and we'll see if the drought will continue for a lot of the country. Looks like it's going to remain abnormally hot, typical summertime heat. We're here in the central half of the United States, abnormally hot. Northeast, hot again. The far west, hot again. But the only cool spot that's going to be below normal is the Four Corners area, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, western New Mexico, and southern California. Your 8 to 14 day outlook, about the same. Northwest hot, central half hot, so be prepared for that summertime heat, unless you're in the southwest, which is strange. But anyways, your precipitation outlook looks like it's going to be abnormally dry for the central part of the United States, all the way from Texas on up into Michigan and Wisconsin. Now it looks like it will be pretty wet over here, above normal in precip for the western part of the United States, where they need the rain. So that's good for y'all. Southern Texas, y'all need the rain too, so that's good. Now your 8 to 14 day outlook. Much of the central to eastern and northeast half of the country is going to be abnormally dry, except for the west and Texas, southern Texas. So let's go and break down the forecast models for the near term. Tuesday, northeast is going to be getting some rain. Montana into Wyoming, Idaho getting some rain. Dry for this part of the country on Tuesday. Looks like some rain showers developing in the plains. In California, looks like getting some rain. In the mid-south, some spotty showers down there. Dry for the northeast. Valley looks like y'all are going to stay dry. Now Wednesday, 8 o'clock in the morning, looks like some showers and thunderstorms. Spreading from Ohio down in Arkansas. With some showers in South Dakota. And thunderstorms. Around 11 o'clock, looks like Kentucky's going to be getting rain again. Looks like it's going to head towards eastern Kentucky. Areas already affected by the flooding. 2 p.m. The northeast getting rain on Thursday. And 5 p.m. Looks like the eastern part of the United States getting rained on. Central part's going to be dry. Then north central part is going to be getting some rain. Northwest United States getting some rain. And looks like in the monsoon area, they're going to have continuous rain probably for the next 5 days. 6 o'clock, about the same. Northeast getting rain. Rain tapering off for Illinois, central part. Now we go to Friday. Looks like it's going to be pretty dry in the central half. Just like the Climate Prediction Center said. Stay dry for the central half of the United States. The western United States is going to be getting rain. This part's going to be about normal. Finally getting rain in this region. Too much rain for eastern Kentucky, but that's still terrible what happened over there. Right around 5 o'clock, rush hour, eastern part of the United States. Looks like it's going to be just raining all week over here in the eastern part of the United States. It's going to be hot and it's going to be wet. If you liked it, give it a like, comment, and please subscribe. And don't forget to donate to Ryan, Vince, and Brandon. And until next time, never stop forecasting.